movie. Please welcome Toastmaster Sean Esler.
Sean.
Toastmasters, it's time to be impetuous. Today we're going to go through a few movie quotes. Your task is to tell us, how does that movie quote affect your life or an event in your life? And to start us off with a fitting quote, I'll reach out to Tom Hanks, Apollo 13. Toastmaster Carson Schaefer, Houston, you have a problem.
And that's what the service module sounded like. Everybody in here seen Apollo 13?
Yeah, great movie.
Okay, you know the scene where they say, we have to make this fit into the hole for this, using nothing but this? The coolest thing about that is they really did have to do that, but they did it 2 years before that mission flew. I'm an engineer, and the forethought to envision a situation like that happening, and then coming up with this, they've never actually made the little canister, but they had sat down with all this stuff and gone through and figured it out. So Apollo 13 is such a great movie because engineering done well is phenomenally boring. And that's why you never see a lot of the space stuff from NASA that's really great. Hand it to somebody like Tom Hanks, and he will give you Apollo 13.
All right.
All right. Toastmaster Roy Shear. We're going to get a little less serious here. From Leslie Nielsen, Roy, I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Thank you for that question, Mr. Table Topics Master. I'm starting off because today, before these guys planned to do a speech together, we planned to do a table topic together. So we agreed that whoever was called on, one of us would start. But it's very interesting because we both love the airplane. We were actually just talking when you saw us whispering. It wasn't planning to do a table topic together. We weren't being impetuous. We were talking about the movie Airplane. And surely, you must understand that this is a novel concept. And we're upset when we think about the fact that these two have stolen our idea of doing a table topic together by doing a speech together, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. So, Roger, Roger, Vector, Victor, and now I'm going to pass it over to my table topic partner, Toastmaster, Roy Shear.
Oh! How about him, Roy Shear?
I couldn't agree more with my partner. It may seem like an impetuous idea, but actually it's quite good, quite clever, quite insightful, quite different, quite, that's the next word.
Quite verbose.
Impetuous. Okay. That was a wonderful movie. Wonderful. What was the name of the movie again? Airplane. That was Airplane. Airplane. What was that about?
Airplane.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, well, fortunately, I was on the field with the Wright brothers. And, well, I really had nothing to add. At all. Oh, we did everything pertinent regarding the subject, whatever the subject was. And I forgot now. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
All right. Let's throw back the clock a little bit. Back to the Wizard of Oz. Toastmaster Lillian Catlin. Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Thank you.
Good morning, Winter Park Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Morning, Lily.
That's my favorite movie, Wizard of Oz. Is there is magic? No, that's only a dog to us behind the sun. Who is the dog to us? everywhere here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Everybody can be Dr. Oz. Do we afraid? No. We have 3 friends. We can move ahead. Yes, we can. 3 weeks the last. We move far way ahead. Who is the wisdom here? I think everybody can be a wisdom. Follow the right path. You will reach your destiny. That's the movie. Thank you.
Professor Kathleen McAdoo. I've got one just for you. Let's see. Staying, with some older movies here. Humphrey Bogart. He gave us Lewis. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Yeah, I won't be impetuous in my answer, so I'll ponder on that for a while. I would say a beautiful friendship would be with my colleagues, because I taught for 31 years in the New York State public school system. And in each school, you start fresh and new, so you're the newbie, and they usually have a group that invites you in, and little by little you start eating lunch with different people. So I think that's one of the things that I enjoy about teaching, is that I get to meet different people, and not just in my subject major, which was science, but I have friendship with the English teachers, the Spanish teachers, and et cetera. So I think that's
All right. Our new Toastmaster, Hannah Randolph. Need to get a little animated, like our next movie. Finding Nemo, Ellen DeGeneres gave us Keep On Swimming.
all right. Great movie, by the way. That's totally my childhood. Keep Swimming is a quote that I think we all can relate to, and how we keep moving on whenever hardship happens in our life. All of us have had times where maybe we don't want to get out of bed the next morning, or maybe we actually want to get up and try and keep swimming. I think it's human to not always want to swim, but I think it's the optimal strength to be able to get out of bed, continue trying, and keep swimming rather than impetuously going around the day. Thank you.
All right. Toastmaster Stephen Joseph. Need to channel your inner Clint Eastwood for this one. From Sudden Impact, go ahead and make my day.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, make my day. That sounds like quite a challenge. I think that's the spirit that I feel behind. I and my brother. To me, he's kind of like my mentee. He's like my prize fighter. We're always, talking, laughing, chatting. We almost have our own language where we'll do, this thing when we talk, and I'll do it to somebody else, and it's not him, and they're looking at me weird. I'm like, oh, you're not Brian. I think my brother has the greatest, or second greatest spirit of adventure, right behind me. The other day, he wanted some help fixing his flat tire, and I heard him, what he was calling me. He was like, Steve, I got a flat, I'm all the way to Winter Park, I need your help. I'm like, okay, right? And I wish I could say that I rushed over there, right? I did. I went to Chipotle, I ordered something, I ate in the restaurant, and then I hit it home. And then the entire time he's jacking up the car and doing things, I'm cracking jokes, right? And the thing I like about that story is that obviously he's not in any danger. You get it done, and I talk about all the hardship that I had to face when I was in his position. But I was very glad that it happened while he was still in the house, and we could still help him. And that's what made me do.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right. Toastmaster Allison Richards. Get a little moonstruck. Because Cher gave us Snap
Snap
Out
out
of
of it.
Cher gave us snap out of it. I'm gonna be impetuous and move to the middle.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Snap out of it. I would have preferred The Airplane, one of the best movies ever.
Yeah.
If you are dating someone or ask them if they like that movie. If they don't like that movie, there's no humor there. Huh? What is it? Room in front of the plane, but that's not important right now, is it? What was my quote for Cher? Now I got my airplane thing. Perfect. Snap out of it, everyone. Love the movie Airplane. If you have not watched it, watch it this weekend.
All right. Got a great group here. So, Toastmaster Henry Batista. Let's see. Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Michael Douglas at Wall Street.
Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. And here's why. See, most people, they go day to day taking care of their family, loved ones, as they should. But when is the last time that you personally took the time to be greedy, to take that bubble bath? To take that extra time to buy yourself that Starbucks coffee. So when it comes to greed, and this might be a little bit impetuous of me to insert, I say you take that 15 minutes. Because you deserve it. Because if there's someone that is looking out for you, it should be you. Thank you, Toastmasters.
Okay, Toastmaster Tim Taylor.
Oh.
You remind me a little bit of Dustin Hoffman. So from The Graduate, Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you?
You know, that actually happened to me. And if you believe that, you believe almost anything. I did have a few of my mother's friends that were very nice to me at different times in my life. And I think it could have happened if I let it. But, you know, actually it's a very romantic movie. I love romantic movies. Because my parents bought a VCR early on. And I bought Casablanca, and I bought some of these other very romantic movies. And I would invite girls over, you know, we're sitting in my parents' living room, okay? But I always knew exactly the spot in the movie when I would reach over and put my arm around her. Because I'd seen it, she hasn't seen it. And then I'd move a little closer, move a little closer. So the more romantic the movie, the more likely there would be a nice make-out session on the couch. So I love romantic movies. And I never had a Mrs. Robinson moment, even though I probably would have loved it. Thank you.
John. We got one over here. We got one right here. No.
That's it, but.
Don't.
Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah, when's the last time
Be
you saw
ready.
one? 1968.
So first up, Toastmaster Lonnie Fowler.
Seems like last week.
Go back to Struther Martin from Cool Hand Luke. Because what we have here is failure.
Communicate. Oh, no.
Good morning, Toastmaster and guests.
Good morning.
Well, I'd love to do that quote. I'm going to be a little impetuous this morning and do a quote from a movie you may be familiar with. I feel the need for speed! Anybody know what that's from?
No clue.
Back to the Future.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't fly a jet or do drugs, but you know what's more dangerous and more awesome than Top Gun? The song Danger Zone was written just for what I
Toastmaster Jordan Camaker. You like Peter your cellars, right?
Oh, yeah.
So from Dr. Strangelove, gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
So I'm in my second marriage. I'm not a fighter, actually. I'm a lover, and we all need as much love as we can get, war room notwithstanding. And so, at a time in my life when I was yearning for a little more affection, instead of going to the war room, I went to the pound and sought me a hound, who I eventually found. I can remember saying
And then he drowned.
to my former spouse, who had told me, please just get the lapdog. And I came home with this big black fur. I'm like, oh, I thought you meant a lapdog. And I can remember saying to the lapdog, whom I called Stella! And I remembered, because she had been neglected, and I said, I'm gonna pet you as often as I can.
Sit down. Sit down.
Wrote this in on that one. Great. All right, let's see. All right, Elizabeth, correct?
Oh, no.
No,
This is not on the roster.
Well, this next one.
Powell.
Do it.
We call out all the members?
Get somebody else.
To the left of Jeff are two speakers ready and willing.
We have 1 minute in which to call it.
Okay. Paul, you're up. So we're going to go to Allie McGraw from Love Story. Love means never having to say you're sorry.
Love never means having to say you're sorry. Sure, words have never been spoken before. That's the complete opposite of what you should be doing. When you're in love, you definitely need to be saying sorry, and you're always, if you do wrong, make sure that you always apologize to whatever wrongdoing that you have. If you're impetuous in a situation, you might do something, and it's always better to apologize. Thank you.
There you go.
Across the room here. So that's Jennifer, correct? Okay. Give me one of my favorites. Do or do not. There is no try. Master Yoda.
There is no what?
Try.
You gotta do the work.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, do or do not, there is no try. It's a quote I never heard before, and to be honest with all of you, I do not know what it means. Sometimes we're put in infectious situations in which we have to improvise, and we have to talk for 30 seconds or up to 1 minute to things you don't know what you're talking about, and you need to pretend that you do. You need to have the right body language. You need to have the confidence to infectious improvise and talk to a group of great speakers about something you know nothing about. Thank you.
All right, Toastmasters, vote for two. Oh, I'm sorry.
Timer's report.
Did everybody follow?